How do you stay motivated? How do you keep pushing, right? Because a lot of people in this industry right now, the truth is that you don't really need to even be good at what you do, but you're still making like 15, 20K a month. And the question is like, well, how do you stay motivated to keep rising higher, especially if you just made more than you ever made, right? Because the natural reflex is like, oh, fuck, I'm cool. And the answer is you have to have a plan for the cash flow, right? Like, what are you gonna do with it? A lot of people resort to, picking up a new car or the Gucci flip-flops or, buying something expensive. I got a homie that buys Rolexes all the time, but you may not be there, right? Like the dude that buys Rolexes got a house, he got a whip, he's settled. But it's a question, so I got to question you. If you've never made 30 to 40 grand in a month, if that happened to you, comment right now, what would you do with it? Right? Like, what do you do with it? Do you just stack it and like, okay, I'm cool? Or do you put it to work, right? Do you make your money work for you? And the answer for it is to find a way to make the money work for you. So investment properties. Some of you don't know, but I picked up a couple investment properties in Texas, investment like duplexes and shit. That's my goal, right? That's where I want to put my money to use because I got me and my wife to look after, and we don't have retirement, so we're not going to have SSI. You won't have SSI. SSI is Social Security income. So you got to build your assets right now. You got to put your money to work right now. The rule of thumb is if you got more than 6 figures in your bank, then your money is actually losing value. So you need to put it to work. It doesn't help having a lot of money sitting in the bank. You really have to allocate those assets to where it's positioning you in the future to where you have it working for you in the interim. And then if you need it later on in the future, then you have the option to sell off those assets. The goal is to not sell it off though, right? The goal is to make it pay for the liability of that investment, right? So make sure your rent pays for the mortgage. If you got questions for that, maybe I could put up a video for it, but that's something to really think about, besides the stock market.